Check, check.
I mean,
Okay,
here
I'm gonna
in
need you
America,
guys to go one at a time.
literally trying to put up statues. They asking for money, compensation for losing. Like, come on, dog. You got to come with a better argument. And I only have one question for you specifically, Snow. And this is for you specifically, Snow. What is it that your delegation is willing to offer black men, since you're coming and always saying that black men need to unite with all men to, I guess, push bitches back into the kitchen? I'm not sure what this shit is about no more.
That would be the offer right there, though. You already tied it all together.
What?
Unite so you can have your house in order. That's the deal, right? You just said it right there. Get these
No, no,
bitches in
no, no,
line.
no, no. No. What are they offering? Because they're
You
assuming
just
they're
fucking
assuming
said
that
it,
most white
nigga.
people
God damn it. You just said it. You just said it. Slow it down and think hard about what you just said.
I did. I did.
And
I know that
so
you
that is
speak
the
to black
ask.
women.
That
But
unite so we can
listen,
get the
Hood.
houses in
I know
order.
that
What more do you
you
want?
think the black woman is still
What
your
more do you
woman.
want? What more do you
You
want? But
still think the black woman is your woman.
I never.
You
That's not
be
what I'm
saying some
saying.
type of
That's not what I'm
shit.
saying, Dave. Dave, is that not a deal? That's an offer
That's
and a
not a deal.
bargain,
What
right?
do I get for helping him get his bitch back?
You get yours back.
Who? Who?
This is
IQ is very real.
this is
Who?
really the
And
most low
Like,
IQ
black
argument
women,
I've
black
ever
women
heard in
ain't
my
never been
life.
mine, bro.
This discussions went to like
The
fucking
black
grade
woman is
school.
the white man's girl.
and you know what's so funny sometimes because Dave is actually
What are you
like a
talking about?
professional. You wear a
When has
suit
the
and
black
shit.
woman ever been
You
your
wear you
woman,
wear
bro?
loafers to
When was
work every
no,
day.
no? When
Like
was she your woman
your
for real,
khakis
bro?
are ironed and clean every day as you walk into an office building, and it's hard for me to understand how you can do that and be this
I'm
fucking
unemployed.
All
yeah
women's are
now.
rightful territory of the
Oh,
white man.
wait. You work for the government, Dave?
No,
That
I didn't work
explains
for
it
the
all.
government. No,
That explains
Nah,
so
he's
much.
laid off from the no. Right now, he's laid off from the government because of the
Actually,
shutdown.
I never worked
conservative.
for the
I
So
have
government.
I have a
that is
theory
why
about
he.
this. If you're
Yeah,
I never
interested.
worked
yeah,
for the
yeah.
government.
Hold on. What's the theory, Orthodox guy?
And I don't mean no hate. Hello, black people. I don't mean no hate
What
towards
the
you. I
fuck?
love most of you. I think the black community in
Most of you. That's
general.
great.
I think the black community in general is propped up by the federal government in almost every form, right? Even if you're a private individual who owns a business, you're favored for government contracts, both state, federal, and local, right? The most educated of black women work for the government. The most educated of black men either work for the educational system or the government. And like and the ones that aren't are on welfare. So the entire black community is propped up by the US government. That's your reparations. 48 acres and a mule was never a thing. It was not a promise, it was a propaganda tool by a Union general. And since when do generals make national policy and mandates?
Is this how
Reparations, you don't
Facts.
the
deserve it.
American budget is $7 trillion?
First
This
of all,
whole economy is government ran. You
I like
stupid.
to clean up. I like to clean up the fact you
Dude,
said
if
the
the
entire
government doesn't
black.
spend
Dave,
$7
Dave,
trillion
Dave, Dave,
every
Dave, Dave,
2 years,
Dave. You're gonna have to control yourself, bro. You're gonna have to control yourself. Let other people have the floor. We don't want to battle for the mic. What was that, Mystery Enigma? You were about to start? You say something?
Yeah, I just want to clean up what Orthodox said. He said the entire black community. I want to clean up. Unless you mean the political black, which is women's, felons, and gays. Um, you're leaving out heterosexual black men
Well,
because we have very limited access to government compared to women, and we have to go through extra hoops just to qualify for
we're
anything.
straight men are public enemy number one. I'll grant you that. But even straight black men who start businesses are favored for government contracts in their private industry. So they are mostly propped up by some level of government. I'll grant,
And
but
once
I
upon a
will
time that
grant
was
you.
you.
I will
Once upon a
grant you.
time you were in that position.
I will grant you that straight men in general, especially straight black men, get fucked over in society. I will grant you that.
I got $100. Say Becky
what my pushback is that
of that minority funds.
My brother in Christ. You don't understand per
Your
capita, so I'm
white
not gonna
woman
do it.
gets the majority.
Yeah, and it's my white tax dollars that pay for it.
Dave, hold on, Dave. You're making this a little bit unenjoyable. Let other people have it without you constantly yelling at everybody.
Dave is just
You're
mad
gonna
that
have to control yourself, bro. I'm gonna start using middle school rules and put you in timeout.
conservative. Dave is just mad that all wombs are rightful territory of the white man. It's something he's gonna have to get over.
Oh fuck!
It is what it is. Like, just you can have the scraps.
Then why your birth rate down then?
Why your birth rate down then? You're not.
Cut off
Are you
minority
African? Are you African?
Hey, you know what, guys? I actually covered this the other day when we were talking about base camp covered this. The black birth rate is technically lower than the whites. We're being propped up by immigration.
That you guys also kill your own in record numbers each year. So I mean,
Yeah. So between
No white
homicide,
women have the
Wait
most.
a minute. How come everybody else gets to interrupt in this L?
Dave, would you like to interject with a fact relevant to this point in the
Yes,
conversation?
we're literally talking about going to war in Venezuela because white people are dying from fentanyl drug deaths.
well, it's also black
Explain
people are
that,
still
sir.
dying.
How's
from
that
crack.
related to the birth rate thing, though? Like, okay, I'm lost how that's connected to birth rates.
Black folks are also dying from fentanyl, a la George Floyd. Do you forget you burned down the country in 2020?
You know one nigga, we know millions of y'all. We can see the whole Appalachia.
I hate to tell you, brother, but I live in
We're
small
literally
town. I live
going
in
to
small
war
town
because you
Georgia,
white
and I
people are
see
on
just as many
drugs.
black meth heads as I see as white meth heads. So I mean, I hate to tell you, meth is an
Hood, do you
equal
want to go on
opportunity
Kensington
drug.
Avenue again? Can you show him the
No,
footage of Kensington again?
well, in Philadelphia, it's equal opportunity drug addiction, but that's Philly. You know, Philly is almost major black town too. Maybe
I
50-50.
when
I'm
it's
not
all
sure the
white
numbers.
I mean, like
on your footage,
my thing is like, yes, you're
No, meth is
13%.
racist. It comes from Nazi Germany.
Pastor, let him
13% of
finish. Let him finish.
you're 13% of the population. More white people are going to be on drugs than more black people. All right, I can't believe I'm having to fucking explain per capita, but it's like when
per
people go,
capita, you are
more
over
white people are
abusing meth.
more white people are on welfare. No shit, there's
More
more white people in the country,
are on
but
meth per
60% of your
You know what's so
population
funny?
are on welfare.
I feel like I wonder if we could magically like snap our fingers and black people could just intuitively understand per capita. A lot of this argument would just disappear.
We
Like
get it,
overnight,
y'all.
a lot of
We
black folk
get
would
it.
just be like, "Oh, that's why."
This is stupid, dog. This is stupid.
Black people can understand per capita. I talk to
This is
Africans all
stupid.
the time, and they understand it.
I
The
understand
American
per
I
black
think
is
you're right.
willfully ignorant.
We're literally telling you what it means, and y'all are trying to reiterate what
No,
it doesn't
My
mean.
brothers in
no,
Christ.
no, Pastor. What you're trying to do
Per
is
capita,
project
y'all on meth.
reality. You want your reality to be the reality, but there's nothing to back it up, and this is why you keep trying to force per capita to mean something stupid.
Wait a minute. So there's
even
more
if
black
you
people
don't even
per
if you
capita
don't want
on
to
meth.
look at even if you don't want to look
Hey,
at per
Hood,
capita, right?
Hood, look at the picture I just put in the back
20,
chat for you.
24%.
Can we
I
just
got you.
ask who per
24%
capita?
Hold
Can I
on,
just get an answer?
let Orthodox guy make a statement. Dave, you can respond after, please.
24% total food stamp usage is used by the black community, right? You're only
Mm-hmm.
13% of the population. That is double your population.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not see the
Went over those
problem?
numbers.
You are correct.
Yes.
Per capita, more black people are on. Now, my question is per capita, are white people on meth more than they're supposed to be?
No, not per
Oh
capita.
God, I quit.
Well, no,
Supposed to be.
only
Supposed to be.
about 15% of white people are active drug users. Where
And
about
you would have to
30%
compare it to
Of
their
the meth
population.
users,
Dave,
per
Dave,
capita, are you above your population
Dave.
percentage?
I don't know what's wrong with black
No.
people. You think that raising your voice makes you more correct, and just stop. Listen, you would have
Okay,
to
so
compare
meth
it
is a
to their
black
pop.
person's
Shut
problem,
the fuck up, nigga. Goddamn. You know what, Dave? You're the weakest link. I'm sorry. Anyway, when you do these type of comparisons, you have to compare it to the actual population density. So if white people were 15% of the population, then their 15% drug use would be total. That means all of them are basically on drugs, right? But if there's 60% of the population and then 15% of them are using drugs, then that means a good chunk, but a minority are on drugs. If you do that with Black America, the numbers look radically different. And talking loud and being black and getting all niggery don't change that.
All right, so
I have a question for you, conservative.
Hold on, before you ask your question, Orthodox. I just looked it up, and it said that black owned businesses face the highest loan rejection rates for federal funding. Overall.
That's because you guys have the worst credit out of every racial group.
And I'm with that. I'm with that. But I'm saying
that's not what I said. Listen to what.
No, you said the entire black community is propped up by the federal government.
Propped up in as in they get favored for government contracts, which is the most profitable for businesses, whether it be state, local, or federal. I didn't bring up loans. I brought up the actual business and profit avenues.
Hey, give me 1 second here, guys. I got to make a quick announcement. I'm driving and pressing buttons, and I made a huge mistake. Dave Older King, I totally banned him forever from the show, so I got to go back and unban. Dave is like an A1. He's like an A1 day one.
He's a day one gulag too.
I know, and he's just got totally bodied, and I got to go back and get him back out the hole. So give me a second, y'all. I got to get him back. You fixed it. Thank you, Carmen.
I'm
thank you. Yeah, he's back.
All right.
I'm
Let me get him his
spiritually black. All right. I own a pit bull. Okay, he's my best dog I've ever owned. I'm just
spiritually back. You know, my pit bull was my best friend too back in the day. I know how it is. You are black.
My boy's got his big ass head on my knee, wagging his tail. He's smart as fuck. I don't know why pits get called dumb dogs. He's a good boy.
All right. So Orthodox says that black men face significant disparities in federal contracting compared to other demographics.
You're gonna have to prove that to me, because black-owned businesses are favored.
No, you just make up shit and they let y'all pass because y'all white on this channel.
No, that's a fact. Minority businesses.
What make it a fact? You just saying that shit. You just saying it.
It's government policy. It's well known in the
state. Then give me the numbers. Then give me the numbers. Just don't say. Give me some numbers. Since you so per capita and since you understand statistics so well, give me the numbers.
No. You're being a smart ass, so no, I won't. I don't think I will.
Oh, now I'm being a smart ass. Okay.
So Orthodox,
you're being a cunt. I was trying to be respectful with it, but you're being a cunt. I'll be disrespectful with it. What were you saying? I don't think not you, not the person who was talking and asking questions. The gentleman who was just speaking.
Yeah, I understand. Orthodox, all I'm trying to point out is that the black women are significantly favored for government funding over black men.
I agree, but it is still minorities are still favored over white men and white-owned businesses. To
right, minority women.
Two things can be true. I'll give you that. But I'm saying, as a black man, you still would have a leg up over an Asian, Hispanic, or white guy because of those policies. That's not I give you that. It sucks to be a man. If you're straight and you're a man, you're public enemy, according to the leftist and communist hierarchies that dominate our daily life. You are still considered an enemy to that hierarchy for being a straight man. I will give you that. But when we are looking at the outcome and the affirmative action and all of the policy our governments have, these are the facts. And that's why I say no to reparations, and the 40 acres and a mule shit was a fucking lie. It was stated by a general who was talking in a occupied zone, and generals do not make policy. They, for a short time in that occupied zone before it's annexed and brought back into the fold, they can do pretty much what they wanted. If he gave black people 40 acres and a mule, it would stand during that occupation, and they would get to keep it afterwards. But once the government and the civilian government takes over and is no longer under occupation and Reconstruction begins, because we're talking about the South, obviously, it is not a mandate that the government has to keep, because generals do not make national policy unless they are elected presidents. And anywhere you find that 40 acres and a mule and that reparation shit, it was done by a general dictating policy in an occupied zone. Once the occupation's over, those who didn't benefit, well, too fucking bad. So no to reparations, because we've given welfare, we've given you guys everything, every chance to succeed. You aren't owed shit. Either help us get to the stars so everybody can be rich, or sit down and shut the fuck up. Plain and simple. Either help humanity progress, or be that fucking burden and be universally hated and despised. You can be the next
That's kind
small
of my
hats.
that's that's my position at this point. Like, we can actually just be Americans and go about the business of, accept, like this is the greatest destiny to be given, and then all we had to do was be slaves for a little while, and now we're here. We could have still been African. I like it this way.
Everybody wants to be in America, even though we are economically slumped. Even though we have all these issues, people still are clamoring to get here. You live in the greatest country with the most opportunities. Make the best of it. We all, man. The reason that I fucking bite my tongue when I want to be racist when people are talking about reparations is I remember the few black inspirations and people that I knew in my personal life. My principal was a military man. He gave a speech, not at graduation, but it was sometime in, I'd say, 9th grade. He fucking gave a speech that we all have to overcome adversity. We all have to overcome these things regardless. It's the way of the fucking world. People focus too much on their group and history and don't focus enough on themselves and the modern times, what's going on. They look for excuses. And that's
You
the
know,
issue.
OG, it's something I've been realizing. A part of this great social political shift. I think a big reason for the shift is the lack of the moral credibility that Black America used to have, that was gained from like the civil rights era and all that. It's been totally wasted, or not even wasted. It's just spent. Let's not even call it a waste, but like whatever we had, it's all been spent. Like, we've just cashed in all our chips at this point,
It's not
and
just
there's nothing left.
it's not just that. It's not just that, right? The shit that was done to the black community, because make no mistake, you were social engineered to have these criminal problems, to have these drug problems. The same shit that was done to black folks from the 60s to the 80s is being done to everybody else from the 90s onward. It was social engineer developed by fucking communists to keep a working slave class, to keep the lower classes down and keep them fucking reliant on the government. There is nothing wrong with taking your tax dollars and investing into your community and fucking and having education, having healthcare. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you make the people relying on the government for handouts, as they've done with Black America and they're currently doing with White America and Hispanic America, that is a problem. And they're doing it and they're succeeding at it. And all we're doing is bitching and complaining at one another about shit that happened 100 or 200 fucking years ago.
This is what killed me about the conversation I was reviewing with Hamp and them. And this, it comes up, it's come up several times. I've been back at this once or twice, but it's this idea, this fear of white nationalism. The fear of the reaper, as it were, right? Don't fear the reaper. But what I've come to think, and even talking to different white folk around the internet and different people who claim some element or branch of white nationalism, on the whole, the white nationalist position would actually be better for black people than the current position that we're taking, right? Which I can't even really give you
Well,
a real concise like black platform. I don't know what niggas stand for anymore. Like twerking and
absolutely.
abortions and
Well, no,
BBLs.
I agree with you. I'm a white nationalist. You know this. What I want for my white people, I want for black people. What I want, the success and the
Whoa, 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 whoa! I need to hear that again because there's niggas in the back that act like they ain't hear that shit. What do you want for black people?
the same success and peace of mind that I want for my white people, I want for black people. Because the more successful our nation is, our individuals within our nations, the less conflict with one another, the less hatred, the less we fight. And for everybody
So
out there, white and black, calling for a race war, which ain't gonna happen because most of you calling for race wars can't even fucking shoot straight, white and black, and you're fucking fat as fuck.
That's fact.
But but the
and your
thing,
girlfriend's fat too.
but hell, they ain't even got a girlfriend. That's why they're so fucking angry. Anyway, the thing is, all of y'all calling for race war and this violence in general, you're not prepared for it. You've probably never been shot at. If you have, you've only been in the vicinity, so bullets whiz by you. And 2, you don't realize
Yeah.
that a civil war or a race war is gonna leave a lot of innocent dead motherfuckers on both sides. It's gonna lead to a lot
Yeah.
of
No.
physical abuse, rape.
Yeah, it's not going. It's not going to be the way Hollywood dramatizes it.
It's gonna be
Well, not only that. Not only that. Just from an internal perspective, I don't think black people can survive black people during the Civil War.
When motherfuckers are hungry, these alliances these racial alliances you see, they ain't gonna last. No matter, white people won't be able to survive white people. If you're not a member of my community and you ain't helped me out, we're in a civil war, you're gonna get shot just like
Well,
a fucking somebody else who's different.
Patrick in the chat is asking, what makes you a white nationalist? Because apparently you're not the boogeyman he was expecting. And let me go out on a limb and tell me if I'm wrong. I think the giant connective thread for all the different elements of white nationalism, because there may be some even further right elements, right? There might be some straight up hardcore, I want zero, total nigga death white people out there, right? There's some of those guys too.
And
But generally speaking,
they're stupid mouth
g-
breathers that are
g-
just angry because Jamal stole their girlfriend.
there's a little bit of that too. But generally speaking, what I think what white nationalism wants is an overwhelming white majority.
That would be nice, but at the end of the day, I don't even really care about that. That would be nice. That is the goal, right? That's the goal. Not gonna lie about it. But that doesn't mean to hurt or harm the black community or any other community either. And by the
No,
way, for
because
those of
listen,
you,
I was born in 1981, and you were at like 86% of the national population, if I get the numbers right. So like, I wasn't getting lynched or anything back then. It was pretty fucking sweet.
well, the thing is, here for all my racist brothers and sisters, white, black, or whatever, if Jamal or Ben or Jesus steals your girlfriend, just fuck his mom. That's all you got to do, right? Just go after their mom. That's all you got to do.
I don't think it work. I don't think it works the same. A lot of people want white women. Not a lot of people want black women. The exchange rate isn't
I,
there.
I don't. If she, if,
Nah, I promise you, you fuck their mom, and it's going to hurt in a
yeah.
whole different way in their soul, man.
The thing about it is, right, and here's I've been around some hardcore white nationalists, like I hate them because they breathe, right, and we see a pretty black girl walk by and I'm like, damn, I'd fuck the dog shit, and I get some looks, and I look at that man, I'm like, okay, so you're a F slur, is that what you're a homosexual? You see an attractive woman and you're like, I see this. I'm like, nah. Even if it wasn't for the reproducing, it would be for fucking alone. And if you're too fucking scared to admit that, you're gay. As Ice Cube said in the one episode, I hate to tell you, but you're gay. And
Oh well, you can never be so racist that you're gay.
well, I mean, there's a lot. I think there's a lot of people that might actually be so racist they're gay. But to answer Patrick's question, to secure the existence of our people in the future for white children, and I think everyone should have that motto. If you're black, replace white
God
with
damn it!
black.
Those
That's what we
14
should do.
words just got me demonetized and struck.
Ah, shit. My bad. My
Those are the
bad.
dangerous 14 words. But
My
like, what's so
apologies
scary
there.
about
But
that thing? Like, when you like look at it objectively, like, why would you not want that? This is cocaine. It sells itself. Everybody wants to
every
bump in that shit.
every group should want that for their people. And you know the best way to have that for your people? Not killing your fucking neighbor because they're different. Violence beget violence. If you are successful and you help your fucking neighbor who may be different find success, you both fucking win. You produce more children. You produce a better posterity. It's fucking stupid that people don't get this. Like, And I hate
You know,
to
I was
tell
talking to Nate. I was talking to her. No, finish your point.
I hate to tell like the most staunch racial nationalists. This is probably going to get me once again hated by white nationalists. I hate to tell you, there's always going to be some level of race mixing. Like it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah,
It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. This is what I tell black nationalists who brag about our blacks who brag about fucking white women and shit. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. There's always going to be more white people. There's always going to be more black people. People tend to stick to their own. People who race mix, like it is what it is. They're living their life and doing what they want to do. It is
you know
always
what's
going
so
to happen.
funny? In the online meme war, that is one area where black men do kind of have the upper hand when it comes to like white guys crying about mud sharks and all that stuff. And then they start trading memes about it. That is one place where the white guys start. It does look a little cringy every now and then. So like, what are you gonna do if Becky wants black dick? Like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like, it can't be
Well,
fixed.
when she becomes a single mother, let her deal with that situation on her
I
own. Is
know
what you do.
the memes are hilarious, bro. The paid the toll memes and all that. But that's really like one of those things where like the chicks are gonna be like,
See, not
you can't fix that.
Well, look,
But
it's
here's
like
the thing.
white
I think
women.
you're totally right. I think you're totally right that it's only happening on the margins. It will never be a big enough thing to threaten the whole on either side.
well, look. To be
White.
honest with you, I'll tell you, like I told New when he said something about the same thing in the chat. I don't care about other white women. I just prefer that my daughters bring home a white man. I prefer it.
Well, see, the
I'm
thing
not
is,
going to get mad at. I'm not going to get mad at them and hate them and disown them if they bring home a black person. But I would prefer if they didn't.
well,
Yo,
like
y'all are bugging the fuck out right now.
white.
You got
Y'all are clearly missing the trends that are going on. This is some outdated shit that y'all are saying, bro. The younger folks is not going for that shit. Like, nah, bro. Interracial mixing and all that shit. That shit's going up. So
it is.
I don't know what y'all talking about,
It's
and it's gonna
all.
keep
No, this
going
is
up.
this is a
It's
deal between
always
the pro
been
blacks
between
and the
5
white
and twenty
national types.
percent. Right now, race mixing is at 12.5%. The last time I looked at it, it's always been between 5 and 20%. That
Well,
is
look,
a large margin or a large
and I can even
minority.
look. I can even accept that it's going up. That still doesn't mean that I can't have the opinions that I do.
No,
I
you absolutely. I'm not saying that you can't, but objectively speaking, it's going up. It's been going up. It's actually at 20% amongst the younger folks. It's like half of them have no problem dating out. And if you think these conversations, these gender war conversations, aren't going to further race mixing, you're out of your goddamn mind.
oh, dude,
Oh,
you're
that
right because
definitely is.
well, look, dude, my wife just told me the other day that her sister's daughter, I think it's her middle daughter, who just dropped out of college, just came home pregnant with a black dude's kid. So
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's the thing.
Matter of fact, hey, I
White
know you
women
remember this, Hood.
agree.
There was a prominent speaker in the space that's no longer here right now, and he was doing the Keisha content, knocking over Keisha. His son was in the room day in day out when he was going over the content and stuff. And one day he came and started his stream, sad as hell, because crazy enough, his son wants a white woman, and he just couldn't piece it together. Why would my son want a white woman while I'm bashing Keisha day in and day out? That trend will continue. And it's not just a black and white
You
thing, it's
know,
actually across all various races. The Asians are
I
dating
think
out, all of that.
I was gonna
I
point
think
that.
that's
I was
low
gonna
key.
point that out too, because white women think they're the
That's what I
shit,
was.
but the superior is Asian women. All right, specifically
Yeah,
Japanese
That's
it's
what
women.
I
it's
was
it's
being accused of when I was over on Witch Doctors last night, and they were saying, "Well, aren't you just furthering the divide between black men and black women?" And it's like, low key, that's what they're accusing me of, is like pushing black men into the arms of white women or some shit.
My thing is it's always gonna be a minority, and there's always gonna the people who are white
Yeah.
and black are always gonna have more white and black kids. As the population expands, the raw numbers are going to expand. Like
No,
if
I
you
think it's
start, go ahead, my bad.
listen, I think it's more of a point of contention within Black America because the disparity is like noticeably high. Like black men can move across different racial lines, black women not as much. And so within Black America, it's a weird conversation unto itself. But on the whole, I think you're right. Like it's not going to be a big enough deal. Like even with the birth rate argument, the white birth rates aren't threatened by miscegenation; they're threatened by immigration and in policies and stuff that further immigration,
Well,
like giving
that's the
illegals
same.
all this
That's the
money.
same with all Native Americans population, right? Even the black population, even the Native Hispanic population is threatened by immigration. If you think the Hispanic who's lived in Texas for 6 generations is the same as the Mexican across the border, you're fucking retarded. Like it doesn't work that way. You're two different cultures. They may have relatives. They may speak. They may have somewhat of a common language. But you're dumb if you think the native Hispanic is the same as the Hispanic across the border. Now, if we're playing race politics, they may use that they're the same race or ethnicity, but they're not the
Mhm.
same.
I
Like and
I don't
that
even think I don't even think the race conversation is like the biggest thing that deters the birth rate. I think it's more of an economics thing.
oh
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely
Because
absolutely
people have deduced that it just costs too much to raise kids nowadays, and so not only they're either having fewer kids or just no kids at all.
well see that's the
Well,
thing
even
like
even
that
before you get that far, a lot of young men have deduced that it costs too much to pursue women and family, which is a whole
and
other
and,
thing.
and that's what you're
Then there you
seeing.
go. Yeah.
That's what you're seeing. You're only seeing the most people that are wilding the fuck out that don't give a fuck about the future. You're seeing them race mix and even not race mix. I see plenty of fucking white single moms that have all white kids from like 4 different baby daddies, and it's like this is also part of the problem. Like it's like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a bunch
Yeah.
of them too, man. I do. I ain't even gonna
it's
lie. there,
yeah.
there's white baby
Yeah.
factories all over the
Yeah,
Midwest.
it's literally like we're doing it like I look at these panels like I'm amongst friends, right? Because I can move and jive even as a white nationalist amongst people, right? These are like the your race is shit is mainly jokes between me and people I see as equals, right? You're always gonna have that fucking banter, but at the end of the day, everybody is in a shitty situation. All of humanity seems to be stagnating. Even if you look at Africa, right? They're the only continent where you'll see most countries at a above replacement level for birth, right? But that's not
See,
that's
that's the
not
shit that keeps me up at night.
yeah,
That right
that's
there, I'm like, we got to do something about that
well
shit.
the fucked up part is
But,
they're at 5, right? If humans weren't stagnating, they would be at 15 or 20. Right? Asia would
But,
be at
but
about 10. Europe would be at 4 or 8. Humans are stagnating in general. Look at technology, look at economic development. It's a problem, and I blame the boomers. Every fucking country out there, every region has some variant of boomer after World War II that just said fuck my kids, fuck my grandkids. It's all about me. China has them, Europe has them, America damn sure has them. Like everybody has them except for I'd say Hispanics not as much because the way they do like the way that they do like multi-generational families and some Asian countries do it as well, but you still have these destructive policies that are boomer-esque even in places like China and Vietnam that have led
when,
to
when, when it
stagnation.
when it comes to the birth rate in particular, you mentioned those African countries. There's also an index that gives a score to countries based on women's liberation or women's rights as well. And what you'll notice is that those African countries with a high birth rate score low on women's rights index, whatever it's called, as well, because it's already been studied and noted through anthropology that empowered women just don't have kids. That's just what it is. So yeah, you have the women on government that have multiple kids by multiple fathers. They're the ones who signed the contract. But you also have the policies such as like gender quotas and benefits for women who don't have kids. That because they're receiving those benefits, they don't have they take the route of not
birthing kids because they're already getting the provisions that they want as well. So there is a correlation there to the birth, and for the birth rate in particular, there is a correlation there with economic policy.
Ironically, this is why I had to like ask Josh to kind of at least soft confirm some of what I suspected to be true. The white nationalist position is not a threat for Black America. I mean, and then honestly, when you get into the grand schemes of it all, like there's a reason why the global powers that be are doing all they can to make white nationalism like the new, Christian nationalism, the new boogeyman. So it's like if Team Evil hates it so much, I got to look at what's going on there. Maybe I need to consider why Team Evil hates this thing so much.
I make it no secret that I'm a white nationalist and a national socialist, right? The way I would do welfare and government aid would end the problems of like single motherhood and people like taking out handouts. If you're not a productive member of society, you wouldn't get welfare. And we would do everything we can to help you become a productive member of society. And if you're a productive member of society, you typically have families who then become even more productive members of society. And
Hey,
that's where we need to
Dave,
focus on these things.
You're back in the game. You still there, Dave?
Hell yeah, man! I thought you'd have forgot about me, man.
You know what? I didn't know if you were going to leave or not, but I didn't mean to keep you in the dark for long. And I'm driving too, so I'm multitasking. Forgive me.
Hey, man, keep your eyes on the road, man.
Yeah, because I be seeing accidents every day when I'm driving. This shit crazy. But look, let me ask you a question, Dave.
Per capita, we can't drive.
Let me ask you a question, Dave, because this is directly related to the white nationalist issue, and this is something I think Black folk need to just accept the reality of. If America is not a white nation founded by white people for the most part, like an overwhelming majority, like it was a 90% white country up until like the 60s, right? If America is not a white nation, who else does it belong to? Who could it belong to if not white people?
Black people.
We're number 2 though.
You're not number 2, not even by population.
Well, follow me on this, because we were number 2 up until like last month, but historically, Black folk were number 2. Like the population shifts all started to radically change after the 60s, but historically, it's been white people at a 90% clip with a giant Black minority.
Can I answer this, Hood? Because I don't want to get dropped for talking.
No, answer. I asked you directly. Answer.
Right, so here it is, man. You got 513% in order. German American. Tied for 2 with 3 is Irish, and then African American. Number 4 are the descendants. No, number 4 is Mexican American. Number 5 are the descendants of the British. Now, if we just kept it a national,
those are all strains of white folk, right? Like all different kind of strains of white people.
Well, no, his citation would actually be the total numbers.
Okay.
White, black, everything.
By splitting them into German and Scandinavian is irrelevant to the point, right?
Hood, there's one important factor that everybody needs to understand. We need to get straight right now. All right. Look, there's only two.
We'll come back to you, Dave. Go ahead, OG.
There's only 2 groups. All right. That's Germans and then like subhumans. All right. Germans are the only real people.
Oh fuck.
So like, if you're not German, you're not a person. I'm just saying.
We couldn't do this without a little bit of racism, though, so it's okay.
How
Dave,
exactly? No. If you're English, you're not a person. If you're Swedish, you're not a person. Only if you're German are you a person. There's German and then like everything else.
Snowman's not here to fight with you, right? And this is a white on white fight. I'm gonna wait for the other white guy to pick that down.
It's not my fault that he's a subhuman Irishman. It's not my fault he's a subhuman Irishman.
Hold on. Let me get back to Dave. The question still, if America wasn't founded and therefore owned by white people, who else, bro? Who else could possibly claim that?
Hold on. Why do you keep doing that? I answer the question, and then I start with my very short dialogue. You tell me,
Yeah,
hold
you said
on.
black people. You said black people.
Ask
You
the
said
same
black
question.
people. Pick up from there. You said black people. I
Can I
tell you, we're
continue
only
on?
number
I
two.
answered your question. Can I put
Continue
my
from
question
there.
out there?
Continue from there. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Fed, did you know that from 1995 to now, the population percentage of German Americans dropped from 24% to now 12.8?
Yes.
Do you think that this is likely the main reason for the uptick of this white nationalism talk and
No.
a last ditch effort to control
It's not.
coalition of?
It's,
Let me finish. Do you think that this rise in white nationalism is an effect of a last ditch effort of the German American now
okay. I dismiss your.
12.8%
I
from
dis.
24% trying to
dismiss your
maintain
premise.
control of the Irish
Josh,
Americans
hold on. Let him
and also
finish
the
because
British
Dave is going to be
Americans?
weird. Dave, please make your questions concise, but I want you to get it all out.
The
Here's it
German
concise.
American population was never in power. It was the Anglo American population that was in power. So that's kind of a moot point. Again, Germans are the only real
Wait a minute.
people.
How can you say German American dropped from the highest percentage of any category, of any individual nationality, from 24% to 12.8% in 20 years? And I'm asking you, do you think it has had any effect on the rise of white nationalism? And then you turn back and say that there is no such thing as German American after you confirm that yes, German American was.
I didn't say there wasn't no such thing as German American. Stick with the program.
So what do you say?
Actually use your brain. I said that the white people that were in power were not German American. They were Anglo American. So it's a moot point. It is a different flavor of white people that was in power. You're talking about
what is Trump?
population data.
What is Trump? What is Trump?
Trump is a filthy half breed. He's half German, half Anglican. All right. He's not.
What is Elon? We can go down the list.
He's a wasp. He's a white Anglo Protestant male. And those were the people that were in power in the U.S. since its foundation.
So what do you cause this?
The Anglo has been keeping the German man down, all right? After World War I, they destroyed our culture and everything, okay? They fear the rise of the German male.
Okay, so you're German American.
Oh, absolutely. Unapologetic.
So what is your plan to boost up your population?
I be fucking.
Gonna breed you out. As is all groups, that's their ultimate plan, is to breed out the competition. That's about the only way you can win absent conflict.
How? Well, I was asking the other dude.
Look. Even if my kids are half black, they're still German because I'm German. You don't understand, and thus they are better.
No, I understand. You would hate half of your kid in that.
Nah,
example.
bro. I love the pussy. Racism don't. Right, you can be the most racist motherfucker in existence. Racism, if I'm a man, don't affect women. Only women's racism affects women.
What? I just thought you. Yeah. Never mind.
If she's sucking my dick, that's my queen.
Reflection, bro.
It don't
this
matter.
Is reflection, man. Nothing to what you're saying making sense, bro.
Hey, look, man. I'm not talking fast. You listening slow.
So if a German and a black person had a kid, everything that you were just saying
First off, the only person in that equation, it doesn't matter if it's another so-called white person, the only person in that equation is the German. All right, that's where we got to understand that, okay?
And just so you know, there are black Germans, right? So like the idea of it would still be true.
This is weird, man.
There are literally a shitload of black Germans, like a shitload.
Yeah, they
you mean the Africans that y'all
inhabit the Rhineland specifically.
And you mean the Africans that y'all trying to send back in Germany while the economy is in deflation and actual recession?
Well, he wouldn't want to because he's pro-German. He's pro-German culture specifically.
So you are for as many Africans coming into Germany so long as they're
are their fathers German? Are we importing people from another place? Are their fathers German? Because I'm a patriarchist. Are their fathers German?
Yeah. So you are for
are
the
their
African
fathers German?
Yes. So are you for the current African Germans? Would you be for
Well, okay,
them
the way it
outpacing
works,
5 times
the
birth rate.
way it works now, there is no such thing as an African German. That would be an immigrant, and I don't believe in paper citizenship. Is their father a German native whose family has been in Germany since the beginning of time, or is it someone like me whose family left Germany and came over here and are still German? Are their fathers German? If so, it's okay because I'm a patriarchist. If they are immigrants who a small hat-led government said, "Oi, Vagoy, here's your papership, here's your citizenship, you're now German." Those are not Germans. Those are immigrants. Get them out.
Okay,
Get them
so
out.
a black person that came there in 1949, right? African, whatever. In 1949, are you okay with that group banging as much as they can and producing as many babies they can, like 10 times the rate that everybody
that's
else?
still an immigrant. No.
Okay,
now,
then
if
what
if a black woman comes to Germany and gets knocked up, that kid's
no, I
German.
didn't say that. I said,
yeah, you're talking about immigrants, and I've already answered your question. You can keep trying to reiterate it, but the answer's gonna stay the same.
How you contradiction? I'll be quiet. I promise. We started off, and we started talking about German American, right? And then you said no. I'm talking, and then you moved it over to the continent to say that we're talking about Germany over there.
Are they? I'm talking
and
about
I
people
said,
of
well,
genetic.
right.
I'm talking about people of genetic.
No, there
German
are black
ancestry.
Germans. You said no,
people
there
of
are black
genetic
Germans. And then when
ancestry.
I started referring to black Germans, now you're telling me there are no black Germans. So which one is it?
There are only Germans. There are only Germans. If you're black of skin and your father's German, you're German.
But you just said there were black Germans when you were arguing with me to prove your point.
They are literally black, but they're
and
German
now there
because their
aren't
genetics
any
are German.
I don't.
You don't understand how genealogy works. You don't understand how genetics work.
Bro. You changed so much.
Ain't nothing I said changed.
Any of your arguments. First, you're about white nationalism. Then you're saying that race doesn't matter, and if you're German, doesn't matter.
Didn't say that race didn't matter. If you're German, you have German genetics.
Total contradiction.
If you're German, you have German genetics. You don't understand how genetics or patronage works.
So, are there any Germans of African descent in Germany right now?
No.
Yes.
They'd be African. No, because they'd be African.
Okay. So
well,
I gotta use special words for you to say yeah. Okay, so we're gonna say African.
I said no because they'd be African. They'd be immigrants.
Wait a minute, you just agreed 5 seconds ago, and now
that was Josh. No? That was Josh.
Yeah, it's because of the word descendant, right? So technically speaking, 70%. So
basically, you're saying no, but you don't.
Here, I'll give you the breakdown. Germany has roughly got about.
How hard it is to say that you're saying no. I don't agree with.
Because too many things
are in Germany reproducing
because
the white people.
Because too many things are getting conflated. Roughly, according to today, there's 1.26 or 1.27 million black people in Germany currently today.
So that means there are black people in Germany, correct?
Yes. Okay, 70% of
hold on, before you move forward, does the other guy agree with that?
They're not all the same though. That's what he's trying to tell you.
I need the other guy to give his answer.
Okay.
Josh, what did you say? I tuned out for a second because Dave was over talking you. What did you say?
So basically, it was Germany currently holds about 1.26 million black people in Germany currently today. The difference, though, and this is what.
Are there people who have black skin that live in Germany? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Now, keep going.
So,
the first guy.
So the split that OG is talking about is the 70% and the 30%.
Hey guys, are Celts considered Germanic?
No, they're subhuman.
Yeah, he.
I thought so. They're like pigs or something, right?
Yeah, they're filthy little. They're filthy little wood people that fight naked.
When OG says the word national, he literally means national.
I mean the literal definition of national. Like I mean like ethnic and genetic national. Like if your father is German and fucks a African immigrant lady and has a kid, you are still German because your father is German. That's how it has worked throughout human history. If you don't
I mean,
understand
I
that, you're
just asked you the
retarded.
same thing and you said no.
I've said this from the get-go. If your father is German, you are German. That's how
the
genetics and
70%,
patronage works.
and I tried to explain this. The 70% of that population, of that 1.7 million, right? They would be German, right? The 30% would not. They're immigrants that are coming in that just so happen to be black. You need a generation in there. That's what he's talking
that's
about.
what I was asking. Now,
Yes.
what is the year cutoff? Because I said 1949. I guess that's too
He's
early.
not. It's not about a year.
Bro. It's about your
your father.
It's about your father. It's about your genetics. If you're an
Okay, so
African, wait. If you're an African and you go to Germany and you
Can we all just enjoy the moment? Just think about this. You got a couple of white nationalists explaining intricate race policies to a crazy nigga. This is so beautiful.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward, Dave. If your father is German, you're German.
Okay.
OG said that like 5 times.
This wouldn't be any
Right,
different.
but he said that. But listen, here's exactly what happened.
You kept asking me if an African. You kept asking me if an African goes to Africa and has a kid, or Germany and has a kid, is that kid German? No, unless the father is German. No. If you are an African guy and you go knock up a white chick in Germany, your kid's not German. Now, if that kid is a girl, and then the next generation she marries a German man or has a kid with a German man, that kid is German. No, you are what your father is. That is how ethnicity and genetics have worked throughout human history.
It's not even different within the, and I call it the stereotype of how black people decide who's black. If you're daddy black, you black.
I mean,
it's the same thing, just on our side.
This is the crazy. I give you credit. Y'all good at deflection. But
what deflection?
But we're here.
Dave, it's like you're staring in a mirror and you hate what you're seeing.
No, we got to the point where they finally saying yes, there's no such thing as black Germans.
The chat is asking like, what if
there are black Germans?
What the chat is asking, what if he's been there 100 years? It doesn't matter how long somebody lives somewhere.
Oh God.
There's not magic dirt and magic time that makes you German. If you don't have German genetics,
now that we both agree there is an existence of a black German, we can get to the question that I was actually asking. The question is, with what you're saying with white nationalism, are you okay if the black Germans that are in Germany?
They're not black Germans. There's only Germans. They just happen to have black skin.
Hold on, I gotta phrase it right.
Skin.
I gotta phrase it right. Hold on. The Germans, okay, I'm not gonna ask you, the Fed guy. I'm gonna relay it to the other white guy so that he could tell you. The other guy, hey, can you ask the Fed guy, does he agree with, in his perspective with white nationalism, that it's okay that black German population consistently like 4 times reproduce faster than the rest of the people and eventually outnumber the largest group in Germany? Is he okay with that?
I got this, Josh.
Can you ask the other guy that for me, please?
Josh, I got this. I can answer the question without.
No, I need for him to ask it.
I'm not the Fed. Josh is the Fed.
When he asks it, you know.
Yeah, you're asking the Fed guy.
Yeah, you're asking.
You're directing by what you're saying. You're directing your question to the Fed guy. Orthodox is the other guy.
Just look. Hey, you'll still get a plate at the cookout, bro. Just ask the Fed guy a fucking question, man. Like
I did. It's the same question. Okay.
You keep trying to be a real nigga, bro. Stop.
Mr. Fed guy, that
fucking telephone game on a panel, nigga. Just
of German.
One man. This man is using negative logic. It's a one-man game of telephone.
The Fed guy is not the German nationalist. I'm only half German. To OG, I'm a dirty mudblood.
Wait. Is your father German?
My grandfather was German, or my grandmother was German. My grandfather was Italian.
Ah, Josh, I'm sorry. You're just.
I know. I told
it
you
was
I'm the
the
dirty
Italian
mud blood. I
thing.
already knew.
So
I
close.
knew as soon as you
Damn.
said Italian, there was no coming
No
back.
bratwurst for you at the festival, nigga.
Too
No
much pasta
schnitzels
in
for
your
you.
blood.
You out of here.
Like I already knew the rules.
But no,
But
hey,
I already knew. I already knew these rules.
the gentleman. What the gentleman is trying to. What the gentleman is saying is, if you're black and you live there, you're German. That's not how it works. And you're like, oh, those
No,
black
that's
Germans,
not
are
what
they
I'm saying.
if they
That is not what I'm saying.
dude. By the premise,
exactly what I'm asking you. This is exactly again.
If the father is German and those people go on to reproduce at higher rates, that means there's more Germans. I'm okay with that.
All right, let me see if I can clarify it. Let me see if I can get a middle ground here. What I think he's trying to ask you is, are you as a German okay with dark-skinned Germans that are darker than a paper bag, out reproducing the Germans that are lighter than a paper bag?
So here's the thing, right? After 5 or 6 generations of somebody who was like black, who got married to a white guy or a German and had children, those children will be like probably as white as I am. That's how genetics work.
He's not answering that
So
question.
if they're producing more children over a long period of time, they just wind up being as German as their cousins.
But are you okay with it?
Yes,
I'm
perfectly fine.
Are you okay with it? You're losing sight. You're losing sight of the simple reality. Not you, OG. Let me explain this for them. They're losing sight of the simple reality, and this is what I said earlier. The base genetics won't be threatened, and so you will eventually just be consumed by the whole. And that's why on the margins, it's just not that big a deal.
Y'all are reframing the question that I asked.
In short, hold on, Dave. I got German. Yo, Dave, chill. OG, are you okay with dark-skinned Germans out reproducing light-skinned Germans? Are you okay with it?
Over a long period of time to where the light skin don't have the majority.
Just in that scenario. If that scenario plays out like Dave is saying, are you okay with that?
Answer this, dog. We've been trying to get him answer this for 30 minutes.
OG.
He's not going to answer this.
Are you still there? Okay.
What was the question again?
I got you. Are you okay with dark-skinned Germans out reproducing light-skinned Germans over a long period of time? Henceforth, replacing the light-skinned Germans.
That's not going to happen.
No, just. All right. So let's just say theoretically it does happen. Are you okay with that?
Are they genetically German? Are their fathers German?
Yes.
Yes, they're Germans.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, skin tone changes. Boo fucking who? If the base genetics are there, they're German. It is what it is. Like, you people don't understand. Race and ethnicity is much more than just skin tone. It is the genetic whole. Our genetics, not that they don't just like produce the melanin in our skin. They literally like produce the bone density, the chemicals that make our brain function the way they do. Like, everything is genetic. You're asking me if I care about one minute detail of.
So you're not a
like,
white
melanin.
Nationalist then?
Yes, I am, because I'm a German nationalist.
Can you rectify your white nationalism with the way you just answered dude question?
First off, being a white nationalist, just because white is in the title doesn't mean they're actually talking about the skin color. It is the genetics of white people. The genetics are what matters. Like, and by the way, the premise that like dark-skinned Germans would reproduce the regular old stock German, that won't happen. They will be dark-skinned Germans will be consumed by the gene pool, and that's actually good for human groups to have new genetics and new genetic material. It stops inbreeding. But by and large, by and large,
genetic adaptation wins at the end of the day.
By and large, the the non-Germans that are, basically become German because their father put their dick in their fucking mother who wasn't white or wasn't German. After, like, that same generation, they're German, but after 2 or 3 generations, they wind up being blonde hair and blue-eyed or stereotypical Germans, dude. That's how genetics works. And I know there's white nationalists that'll go, that's not how that is exactly.
And my last question, and you hit it dead on the head. Then why is there the need to say white in your white nationalists?
Same reason there is for you to say black every time you describe yourself.
Yeah, like it's literally a quick indicator of who's on your side. It's about pattern
okay.
recognition.
Then what does white mean then?
White is people from European ancestry. I don't think that anybody who isn't German is white, but I mean,
so I can be a white nationalist and take the title from. Are
you of European descent?
No.
Father of European descent.
Yeah. They all European descent.
Then I hate to tell you, you're a white man. Welcome to the club.
Yeah. You're the white heavyweight champion of the world.
All right. Okay.
Just understand, you ain't going to the barbecue anymore, and if you do, you're bringing potato salad with raisins.
Hey, first off, motherfucker, potato salad with raisins is good as fuck.
Is or not? Why can't I go to the barbecue? Is it because?
Damn, OG, stand on it.
Is it because of skin color?
And white people, first off, white people don't put raisins in the potato salad. That is a Publix thing. That is a grocery store thing where they pre-made.
Well, hold up. That's not fair, right? I've been to a few black barbecues, and I bring raisins just to fuck with people. What are you talking about? Yes, it's a thing, but it's a fuck you thing.
Yeah, we keep the good potato salad for ourselves without the raisins. You know how when you're driving and a black guy slowly walks across the road because he sees you're white.
I ain't even got nothing to say.
It's what we do with the potato salad. It's just a fuck you thing, you know.
Renege on white nationalism.
I want to answer.
I didn't renege on anything. Like, you don't understand genetics. It's not my fault. I can't make you understand.
None of this shit on the principles you said in no white nationalist meeting. They'll kick your ass out,
brother. I've beaten the shit out of other white nationalists because they don't understand genetics. I've said
I'm not of his
all the time.
I'm not of his stock, and I want OG to actually dominate. But there's a reason for it, right? And it's to actually answer the same question that Hood asked you, right? It's basically this. If you were to ask the question is, who ought to be in control of, let's say, America, right? It's going to be the strongest group of people that are willing to dominate everybody else. Historically speaking, let's just say in the last 150 years, that would actually be the Germans, because it did take the entire world to stop Germans. Those fuckers can create industries like you would not believe, aka they're the top of the food chain economically.
I mean, we are the only motherfuckers to beat Rome in combat. I'm just saying, like, every time I talk to an Italian, they're like, "I'm the son of Rome. I'm across the Rhine, bitch. I dare you. Cross. Come on. I will fuck you to death. I want you to understand this. Cross that river."
It's just the concept of is what it is. But the only difference is we're not sitting here running around, at least the white guys on the panel, we're not sitting here running around caring much about skin tone. Don't give a fuck. We don't care that we might have to go out and actually buy some fucking sunscreen lotion, right? Like, it doesn't matter to us, because we created the industry that creates the fucking suntan lotion. Big fucking deal.
We're trying to share that shit with you savages. That includes you, Josh. The German man is a benevolent man. We are trying to civilize the world, and y'all just keep getting in the way of our grand mission.
I want them fuckers to stand in line for their little handouts, right? And I want to fucking hand out the smallpox blankets. No fucking problem.
All right, let's kick it to the final notch. So based on that same premise, and you're dealing with the African American, the FBA, the Negro, whatever you want, the new name of the season you want to call it. We're ethnogenically, whatever the hell you want to call it, we're American. So are you cool with the black people, the American that look like me, that it is me,
right,
having an absolute majority in demographics?
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Yes,
If you
I
can
want
do,
the
if you can do
competition.
it, if you can do it to it, Babu.
Yeah, we
You do
want
you.
the competition.
But don't cry when you get uppity and try to like dethrone the king when the king bitch smacks the fuck out of you and sends you back to the Stone Age, because that's how competition works.
Wait, I thought we was all American.
The way
Yo,
you put,
Dave, I'm not gonna
You're
lie,
literally just
David.
painting.
It wasn't let's
You're literally just
backslide
painting the LBJ scenario.
Why is that backslide?
Dave, the way you just asked the question was
You
an
see how Dave
antagonistic
just
question.
revealed? You see how you just revealed the impotence
Come
that I've
on,
been
Hood,
talking
don't
about
do
all
this.
day? Dave, you just did it again. Like, I thought we were all American. No, you wanted to come for the king.
No. What do you mean? How is there? I thought we're all American.
No, this is what really kills me about black folk.
I
You're
knew
really
you would
making a play. You're making like an existential play for dominance, and then you cry when other people start to join the game. Like, nah, bro, that's not how competition works. Don't try to like be
You
the
eat.
top dog and get mad when other people are fucking you up now.
Yeah, you either. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Dave.
Hood coming in to save y'all.
Either you assimilate and become part of us, right? Right?
I'm American. I'm American.
Or no, you the way you propose the question,
I'm not American.
You put black before American.
You put white before nationalist.
Yeah.
And you put white before American too.
No, I didn't. I said Americans. Nope. Every time I talked about the country, I talked about all of us.
You put white before nationalist.
And I'm for my people. You should be
okay.
For your
so
people.
How about this? Let me rephrase this. Would you be okay with the black nationalists having the majority demographically in this country?
I mean, if you can do it, do it. But don't get mad when you try to play the supremacy game and somebody better smacks your ass back to the Stone Age. Again, you're coming at it from an antagonist view. Either you assimilate,
the Germans,
assimilate with us, or you get crushed.
No. I'm asking this question then. What is the difference between the German example and an American example? Because in the German example, you didn't say nothing about smacking
Germans
are all German all for one. That's the best thing going. That needs to happen.
Germans are a racial and ethnic group in Germany.
What is the difference between America?
Germany is a racial and ethnic group in Germany. Without Germans, Germany ceases to exist. There is a difference. America is a non-racially homogenous nation where racial groups are vying for supremacy over one another in economics and politics. If you don't want to assimilate with the majority and you want to displace the majority, because that's the way you're wording your question, and you want to be antagonistic to the majority, do not be mad when the majority starts to fight you. You are being antagonistic.
So it's displacement based on demographics. Because I'm trying to hone in what the parameters you're using.
No, that's what I was trying to. I was gonna actually get in there and say that, bro.
Okay,
white, like it's less about the actual demographic, and it's more about the power and dominance. So even if America was, hypothetically speaking, 70% black, let's say, but white people owned 100% of the industry.
Would you be okay with that? Because we have a real world example of what happened when that.
Yeah, we're absolutely okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, like South Africa, you know.
It's about the power, bro.
Like without a black shareholder.
So would you be cool?
Even in countries where blacks are the majority, you guys still need like special treatment and affirmative action. So I'm not worried about anything. Like, I'm gonna be real
now,
with you.
Would you be cool if that majority in demographics also came with the loss in economic power from the
Again, if you're going to try to compete, don't be mad when somebody smacks you to the Stone Age. That's how competition works.
If you can't send to the Stone Age, would you be cool with it?
My brother in
We'd have
Christ,
no-
I'm
When you say-
literally
when
telling
you
you.
say
I'm
I send
literally
it to the-
telling you.
when you say
the loser
yes,
is gonna
and
lose.
I'll send you to the Stone Age, that means you're not cool with it.
Brother, are you cool with a white man moving into your area and buying up everything and displacing the black people there?
That's already happened. No, I'm not cool with it.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to compete, don't be mad when somebody smacks you back to the Stone Age. Assimilate and work with us.
And David, we go back to your original comment that started this whole thing. War is about taking shit.
But they fought me when I said that, bro. They
No.
literally fought me tooth and nail and said,
No one fought.
No,
no
we
one
kind of
fought
agreed
you.
with you.
I said that. I gotta go through
Nah,
all
there
of
was a whole war about that.
Oh, I wasn't here.
So,
I wasn't
in
here for that.
conclusion,
Yeah, you
Well,
weren't here
no,
for
because
that.
he said
in
war is
conclusion,
stealing, and
what
I'm
you're
like, no,
saying
there's
is
a whole
white
other
nationalism
industry.
is about
War is
preserving
not stealing.
white
War is
national.
competition.
I mean, so we're getting back to what you said. No, it's not about that. Now that we went through all of that, can you say that white nationalism is about preserving white position?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why did it take 30 minutes for me to get you to say that? Why did I have to go
Brother,
to Germany?
I've been saying the
all this
same
other
shit.
bullshit for
I'm
you
not
to say that?
I'm not talking fast. You're listening slow.
Jesus Christ! It took all of that for you to finally
No,
say
No, it
it's
took all of that for you to understand my position.
Oh my God, man! No, there go the deflection. No,
That's not deflection. I have said the same shit.
we had
since
this
I
whole
got up here.
conversation because I said, "Yo, white nationalism for you're talking about it for white people."
Dave,
Why you trying to add it
Dave,
like
you
it's
can
a
you
benefit
can you can
for
assimilate
black
you can
people?
you can assimilate. You can join
And you went
us.
from everything to say
Dave,
no.
you can join. You
it's
can
not
join
about
us.
white.
Either
we're all
you're
German,
with us or
we're
you're
all
against
American.
us.
Then I brought
That's
the
what you're
example
not
of America. You said
understanding.
no. I
Either
have
you
to slap you
join
back to the
us,
Stone Age where you finally
my
said,
brother in Christ,
You
Either
sound
you
like the
join
board
us,
now.
either you join us,
Resistance is
or
futile.
no. Either you join us or we're
I'm
gonna
done.
fight.
I'm done. I just wanted him to just say
But Dave, you're missing my entire point. Either you join us,
No, I'm not.
or we're going to be competitive with one another. That's what I've said from the beginning. And if you choose to be antagonistic, don't be mad when you lose. That's my whole point. Either join us, join or die. Like the old American adage.
Whoa, say that
Join or
again.
die.
No. You're not saying it right.
Bro, say that again.
You either get down or lay down. That's what it is. You get down and lay down.
No, repeat what you said again. The dude who just said that. Either
The
or.
old American adage with the chopped up snake. Either join
No,
or
you didn't.
die.
You didn't preface shit. You said something directly to me. What did you say?
I said join or die, and I said like the old American adage, join us or we all die together.
We waiting, just like what Pastor told you. Now you understand what Pastor was saying to you?
You're
when
not,
he said, "I'll
you're
blow
not
your
getting it.
fucking
I'm
head
telling
off."
you, there's a place in my world for you.
No,
fuck
because
that.
you listen. We're clearing up everything because everybody made.
Does
me
hold on,
and
wait,
Pastor
Dave,
sound
hold on.
crazy.
Does everybody
But
else understand
Stay
what I'm
right
saying?
there. Stay right there.
Hold on,
because
Dave.
y'all
Does
laughed at
everybody else
Pastor,
understand
told
what
him
I'm
he was
saying?
crazy.
Dave,
told him
hold
a
on. I
monkey.
want to ask the panel
When he
something.
said,
Does everybody else?
This is the whole reason
we
why I
understood
wanted you up
15
here.
minutes ago. Yeah,
Yeah,
we understood
Dave,
15 minutes
I
ago.
just want to say this now.
Dave
So
listens
Pastor
slow.
wasn't
You said it
crazy,
right.
right?
Dave is a slow listener.
Okay.
So Pastor wasn't crazy,
So
right?
everybody else gets what I'm saying. Okay, I don't care if one
Did
ignorant fool
Pastor
doesn't
get what you
understand.
were
We
saying?
can move on.
No, forget about me. Did Pastor understand what you were saying?
Well, now you be talking to the Fed because he wasn't here when Pastor was here.
What? What are you talking about? They had a whole back and forth.
I'm a different person. Me and OG are different people.
No, that's a new
The
voice.
German guy,
We're
right?
not
Like
talking
that's
to
a
you,
different
new voice.
person than
I'm
me.
talking to
I'm the
old
Fed.
voice that was talking.
Yeah, I know. We all look alike. We all sound alike. We're fine with it.
Well, there's nobody's pictures up here.
It is what it is.
Dave, the person that you keep calling the Fed, that's the person that was just talking. I'm the new guy.
Shit. My bad.
I'm the
My
new
bad.
guy.
Okay, fair. Okay. All right, New. Okay, right. You weren't here. Okay. Wait a minute. You know what? I'm tired of y'all. Y'all playing games, man.
Ain't nobody playing games. You just can't.
Man.
You can't make a distinction between two voices.
Guy, are you agreeing with his position on this nationalism stuff?
Yes, I
all
definitely
right,
agree
all
with
right.
you.
All right, I can just. This is a joint conversation. All right. Woo. So,
Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave.
So, was Pastor's understanding of what was being said? Was it a very
good Pastor say?
comprehensive?
What did Pastor say?
Pastor basically said, "What's up? I'm, let's go to, don't come, if you want to run up, you're gonna get laid down." Was he understanding the message correctly?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because I wasn't here for that, and like
I was here and I don't know.
Okay, let's put it like this: if someone told you either get down or lay down, would it be a reasonable reaction from that person for them to say, "If you run up, you're gonna get it"? Is that a reasonable?
You understand that?
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
That was actually the original conversation.
And that notion
yeah.
was Pastor. Did he comprehend what you all were saying?
If he doesn't understand that I'm saying that you can assimilate and join us,
was his reaction was that a normal reaction to what you're saying?
For about 50% of the population.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, for about 50%.
Yeah, it was.
Like when you have an opposing group, and the dominant group says you can either join us or die. Half that group is going to join and assimilate, and that other half is going to resist and try to take control.
Well,
and if they get curb stomped,
I don't view.
Yeah,
Dave,
real quick, Hood. Real quick, Hood.
I don't view black people as dominant.
Dave, the pastors, Dave.
White people don't own this country. If you had
David, Pastor's argument wasn't that he didn't understand what they were saying.
No,
his argument
was. Their argument.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, David. His argument was if you want to go to war, you don't have the numbers, you don't have the resources. It's a fight you cannot win. That was the argument.
No. They were insulting his intelligence, saying you don't.
You're leaving something off the table too. That's important. Dave's position was entirely about gaining reparations.
Right.
As in, if you're not willing to give us reparations, we're willing to go to war. And that's when the exchange goes, well,
I didn't say
Dave.
I did not say that.
Dave said in the chat, if you don't give us reparations, we're gonna fuck on your white women. That was his first
right. So now
you did say that in the chat.
Welcome that.
Anybody that want to bet money on what they saying, I didn't say it. I got the money.
Well, to be fair, right? Like the only people that are going to,
I didn't say that.
The only people that are going to have our white women are going to be your athletics, and we consider them to be a competition, right? So they are doing what they're doing because they're competing.
Here's the thing.
What I said in regards to reparations is that it's not a negotiation. It's a demand.
When it comes, well, you can fuck off. No, you don't get reparations. You're an enemy.
Right. So I said it's a demand. They said, "Well, what leverage do you have?" I said, "Really none, except for the next time you come to me, you already know what I'm gonna want." And y'all were like, "You can't do it like that." I said, "What do you mean?" That's
then in the offer, you choose the die part. You choose not to join, and that's on you. That is your choice.
What do you mean join?
Either join us or die.
What do you mean join us? Who is us?
Us as in us that compete.
Okay, y'all being super vague. I'm tired of this.
No, I'm
shit.
not being vague.
Like,
either you join.
But anyway, listen, I heard you. You're going to say the same shit again. Join what? I already joined the gang.
Either you join the majority.
I think my gang will wipe your ass out. But anyway.
We know your gang isn't going to wipe anything out.
Join, like I've already I've joined gangs before, bro. Like you got to be specific, nigga.
The reason
10,000 what, nigga?
The reason here's the problem. So the reason why
God,
you're implying that your gang is all of the same skin tone, except for 10% of your what you consider to be your gang, right, is actually us.
What do you
come on up, Wall Street. Come on up, man. Please add some intelligence to the other side.
Hypothetical shit.
Well, no, the hypothetical in this concept. It's not a hypothetical, right?
Listen.
An example.
So that we don't go off on this internet violence.
Okay. Well, 10% of black people are us.
Oh God.
Guaranteed. They economically compete with us. They politically compete with us. They actually do shit. We don't consider them black. We consider them us. For you, it's all about skin tone, not for us.
Exactly. What kind of American are you?
You got to get your white card stand, Gabe. Stop fucking around.
You've already lost the game because you believe that it's all about skin tone.
I give y'all credit. I need to learn this.
This is the white trickology.
Way better.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, second nature. That
Dave,
was good.
You're right. This is white trickology.
Back to the point.
I'm just using Papa Yakuza.
That was good. That was good. You went from
get down
and lay down to this.
Dave, you understand? Dave, you understand what we talking about because
that was good.
As a regular on this channel, you know Trey MBD, who's a white supremacist of color. You know they exist, bro.
Yeah. Now, this is where it started. Back to the actual thing where you're saying, hey, this is where we got it. The reparations. I said it's not a negotiation; it's a demand. And you were like, whoa.
And I say, fuck you.
You can't force us to do anything. I said, that's correct. I said, next time you want to have a negotiation and try, you need something, we need something, you know a piece of what we need already. Your next words was as well, it's a get down or lay down situation. And I'm sitting there like,
it's not a negotiation. That's where you.
Yeah, I said it wasn't a negotiation. It's a demand.
Negotiation.
It's not.
Either you assimilate and you act right. And
assimilate to what? And then now when I ask that question, you're saying productivity.
Yes. Yeah. Basically, that's how we measure ourselves.
No black people are productive?
No, they just
yes, 10%. We just told you 10%. They're ours, not yours.
I'm trying to get this. So productive black people are part of white nationalism?
They're part of a white country, yeah.
This is crazy.
No.
Hood, did you know that before today?
Hood's white.
Hood, did you know that productive black?
The majority of productive niggas ain't going to war with you, Dave.
No,
like I said, when it goes down, I already got a pass. I got a mountain village I'm going to escape to.
Hood,
they know my face and everything.
Hood, did you know what they just said today? Did you know that?
He just said yes.
Dave, you're the only one that's late to the party. And I'm not letting you in.
Okay, free zone. Did you know that before today?
Yes. Everybody knew but you.
Okay, this other dude with the baseball hat on. Did you know that? Being a productive black person means you're a white nationalist?
He said yes with the quickness. Yes.
All right. And then this blank guy in the middle up top, whoever the hell he is, did you know
that's the Fed?
Oh shit! What's up, Fed? Damn, you really is the Fed. It ain't no goddamn trace. Woo!
Well, no. Wait. You just changed the question, dude. You just changed the question because you.
No, I did not change the question. I asked the same question.
You did change the question. No, you asked if we knew that Hood was a white nationalist. That's what you asked us.
Yeah, I said, did you know before today that being a productive black person means you're a white nationalist? Did you know that?
You all over the place today, man.
No, I'm not. Don't
Dave, do I have to show you the Smithsonian chart again?
Every
do I have to show you the Smithsonian chart again, Dave?
You're gonna have.
I don't make the rules, brother.
I'm actually printing out your white people packet. All right, it'll get it in about 3 to 4 days. Like it's just some basic, simple rules and regulations.
Wow, I enjoyed myself today, y'all.
Man,
y'all good. Y'all good.
Hey, Rilla, you must be way behind in the show. That GDP thing, I conceded that point already, but yeah, that was hours ago.
Yeah, I've seen that 70 cent. Yeah, we do have a service.
No, but it's not service based. It's financial based.
Dave, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. So, I'm assuming, because just the way the framing of all your questions, right? It's the framing of all your questions revolve around skin tone, right? So based on skin tone, you're a majority on population Earth, right? How do you feel about
I'm American. I'm American.
Right?
I only deal with, I'm sticking to what y'all telling me.
Okay, now if you're American, we ain't got no fucking problems. Other than you better be fucking productive and paying your taxes.
There's a difference between race and nationality.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the problem we're having here. There's a difference between race and nationality.
Yeah, I've been trying to get them to understand this.
Imps, I'm not having that problem because I keep talking about the keyword assimilation.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, I know the problem Dave's having, and I've tried to explain it to him. Like,
Imp just got here. I got a question for you.
Dave, for example, Dave, like when an African bishop moves to Rome and becomes a citizen of the Vatican, does that change his race?
No.
Okay. So when an American, a black African that lives in America, for example, that doesn't change his race.
No, it does not.
It's his nationality as American.
That is correct.
Okay. I think that's all we need to know. Like when you're talking white as in a white, black, Latin, everything, that is all an observational categorization. Okay, that's all a race is an observational categorization, just like anything else we do. Okay, just like nationality is. It's just based off geographic location. It's just an identifier that we see that we've created.
That is correct.
That's all it is.
Okay, so to expand.
Now if you're talking,
I just want to ask you, Imp, as you come into the panel, I'm taking a poll, and I just want whether you think that this statement is a true statement or a false statement. So my buddy Josh told me that all productive African American, FBA, black people, whatever you want to call it, are white nationalists. Do you agree with that statement or not?
No. The black people are not a monolith. Number one, I think more black people. The underlining issue here is what people don't like to say is, in their deepest, darkest souls, black people are want to be with and around white people, just like white people in America don't mind being around black people. The problem that people have is when somebody says shit that pisses somebody off. Mm-hmm. That person that's pissed off is going to say shit back that pisses the other person off.
Yeah, and bring other people into their squad.
Exactly. So like really in general in America, it's not so much of a racial issue as an emotional class hierarchy issue. Because the thing that white people look at is, like, for example, both sides have the same parallels, just different sides of the coin. White people assume that, for example, a black guy that bangs a white guy is doing it because he's trying to get back at the white man and all that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. Just like the black guy that a white guy bangs a black chick, a black guy assumes he's trying to implement the slave reenactment.
Wait.
Okay.
Imperious, I want you to run that back real quick, because you said when a black guy bangs a white guy.
Yeah, I heard that. We just pretend like we didn't hear that part.
We all heard that.
Run past. I can't let you run past that, brother. Like
that nigga gay.
No, what did I say? Did I misspoke?
I had to hit you.
You misspoke big time.
But
you're not wrong though.
Now I got a question, Dave. Hold up, I got another question.
What I meant was when a black guy bangs a white girl.
I know. Okay. I figured that's what
I know you meant to say that, but we just assumed what you said.
That's fine. That's fine. You got me. That totally. I accept it. That's just,
Dave, let me ask you this question, right? Since you were on panel when I first joined, and keep in mind I'm the Fed, right? Why is it that when Imperious, the white guy who is a Christian nationalist, pretty much beat you to death with the Bible?
But I'm not a Christian nationalist. I'm not. Don't say I'm not a Christian nationalist.
Come on, you know damn well you want the fucking the Holy Roman Empire to
No, you
fucking
said
be
you're
ours, right?
a Catholic monarchist, which is
I don't believe in. I don't believe in the nation state.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll give you that one, right? Okay, so Dave, the question is how's come it when Imperius explained this to you
again?
now you understand it, right? But a little while ago when I first joined panel and Hood said the same thing, right? You completely wanted to argue against it. So why is it that you understand it when the white man explains it to you, but not when the black man explains it to you?
Because Imperius was always saying he started off saying that there is a difference between race and nationality. What you all were doing was using the race modifier and then pretending like race didn't exist.
No, we're not pretending that race didn't. We told you we don't give a shit about
The
it.
whole argument was about race and ethnicity.
Yeah,
Because
hold on a second, guys.
the true definition of nation is race and ethnicity. In the modern world is when it changes.
Give me one second. Give me one second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, because I want to bring another voice into this conversation, and I want to do a little station business first. Joey Montana with the 199. He says, "Dave, put the blunt down." Yeah, I don't know how high you are, but you're not functioning at your maximum. I really know. That's all I care about. We was Kangs. I don't care what nobody else say. It is what it is.
Wait, what? Wait, now what's our motto? We was Kangs. We was Kangs!
Damn.
Well, the thing is black people were kings in Africa.
Well, I mean, not all of us. There was only one king at a time.
But black people had kings in Africa. So black people were kings in Africa.
Hold on, give me 1 second, Imperius. Give me 1 second, guys. We got Chicago Real up on the panel. New to the conversation. Before I get you in here, let me just say that Chicago Real. I think I've done more for race relations than all of these niggas have done all across YouTube. I think we're solving a race problem right here.
None of these niggas have motion except for me. There has to be one real nigga left in America in this damn country.
Rilla, what's good, bro? What's good? We're solving the race problem.
Hey, he from Chicago.
Actually, dude, he says the N-word like John. He says the N-word like gold with such passion.
I just wanted to grab a seat in the barbershop real quick while y'all chopping, man. I'm probably late to this part of the conversation, so I'll wait to weigh in. But I think it was Dave that was asking the question about productive black people being white nationalists. I could see that. I don't agree with that, but I could see that argument, right? Like if you're talking about the standards by which they measure productivity, right? You're talking about dominant society or whatever, and then you think about what these talented 10, upwardly mobile, 1% blacks, what they do and what they have built over the last 50, 60, 70 years. Yeah, it's I would say it's probably closer to advancing the white nationalist agenda than it is to black empowerment. So I'm not upset with that observation at all.
It's
hold on, Dave, fall back. I gotta get Rilla. I want to have a one-on-one with this for a second. Rilla. So what does that say? What does that say about so-called pro-blackness or black nationalism? If the most productive, the most well-entrenched networked black people are ultimately going to side with the system that has given them so much. Like, why should we expect these people to tear down America for the Wakanda that they have never seen, but they only hope to make? Like, it's a silly notion.
I don't think it's a silly notion. I think
not the Wakanda you want.
I don't.
Hold on, let Rilla have the floor. Let him have it.
No. Just really quick, and I'll go on mute, fam. Listen, the bottom line is we don't have any institutions. We don't own our schools. We don't educate our own children. We don't own any hospitals. I'm a huge advocate for building on the 10-point plan, 10-point system that the Black Panthers had. That's the direction that we should continue going in, right?
But none of the listen, I made a post on Threads about, I said something to the effect of like, hey, we don't need any more restaurants, barbershops, nail salons, and I think hookah lounges. I said we need more healthcare, primary care physicians, law offices, construction companies, and I forget the fourth one that I said. Do you know them jokers is on there like literally eviscerating me for telling telling them we need to shift our focus, man. Like Dr. Claude Anderson and Dr. Claude Anderson is one more that mention the fundamentals that we need, right? We don't control the banks. We don't control financing. You constantly find yourself going to these institutions where you say the man controls them, right? The man won't give you a leg up, but then you steady begging the man,
Really,
right? Instead
really,
of building your own.
really. I got
Yeah.
I'm
something.
just keeping it a bean.
I had
But
these
wait, before you jump me, before you mollywop me, let me just say this.
I
I
had them.
practice what I preach. I shop black, I bank back black. I go out of my way. Uh gosh, I look for black lawyers, I look for black therapists, I look for black primary care physicians. I can't find those in quantity here like I was able to find them in Atlanta. Right? So I practice what I preach, fam. If you see me in the streets
Really,
and you ask what I got on, I guarantee you my outfit head to toe is gonna be something black connected. Go ahead, Hood.
I got no problem with any of that, and group dynamics and all that. I'm not really going to be, the guy to speak against it. I think the issue
Right.
that I have with it is, and this is why I wanted to have the white nationalists up and then ask them just plainly what
Oh, shout out
direction
to
you
Josh
leaning in.
too. Yeah, shout out to Josh.
Right,
Rilla, I got,
we got a lot of
hold up.
strains of the white
Josh ain't even a
nationalist
white
tribe up here.
nationalist. I'm the
Saying
white
all this.
nationalist. That's
Before
crazy.
you
You
go on
see
to
what I
Oh,
mean?
who?
Like
My
they fight
bad.
among themselves when there's more than two. But no,
Rilla,
it's
There
hilarious.
can
It's
only be
hilarious
one.
though. I know,
hold
right?
up.
Josh is
My bad.
literally
It's
brown. He's
hilarious.
Italian.
Hold up.
Right.
Hold
He's
up.
damn
Hold
near
up.
Damn.
mutt, right? No, no, no,
In
no.
my
Simple.
Wait.
hometown, there's only one
Before
group
we
of
blow it
white
up, before it
people, and
blows
that's
up,
Germans, and
I
everybody
wanted to
else.
highlight. I wanted to highlight something for Rilla, especially because I know you're pro-black, practice what you preach, all that.
Yep.
I think the average black person or the average black conversation about this sort of thing, one, very unserious, and then two, because they're very unserious, it always devolves into the fantastical, like stupid stuff. And then when you actually talk to the white people, like I'm trying to do today, I don't think the average black person realize how unscary it really is. Like they said it so many times. The overwhelming vast majority of white nationalists are not out on some genocidal, total death. It's not that, bro. It's really not
He
that. At
They
this
told
don't
point,
have to be
his
though,
family
Hood.
died. He
what?
just told
Well,
me
for one, they don't want to be though. That's what I think the point of this
Yeah, but they
conversation
don't. I
is.
mean, regardless of whether they want to be. I mean, I've heard Josh speak a couple of times, man. I think his view and his take and his just straightforwardness is dope. And then y'all said Imperius up here too. Like Imperius is very forthcoming with his position on these things, right? So whether they
Right.
want to or not, like they don't have to be. Most of you niggas is self-checked. You understand what I'm
What do you
saying?
mean? Hold on. What do you mean self check? Walk me through this.
Like you pose no threat to the order of what they're building or establishing, right? Again, we only
Okay.
represent 13% of the population, right? And as much as we like complain and all this other stuff, guess where that black dollar is going within 6 hours in our community, right?
But I'll tell
I
you
think it
what,
lasts less than
Israel.
that.
after that, now
Eventually, they all wind up in the
You know what I'm
desert.
saying?
based on that,
Same
Rilla,
day delivery,
Yeah,
baby.
so they don't. I mean, they don't have to be on some. I got my hood on. I'm in the clan, or whatever.
Rilla,
White supremacy. They don't have to stay on that full throttle, fam.
Rilla.
They don't. There's
Uncut, real quick, uncut. Don't put any caps on me, bro. My retardation is infinite. You have no idea how retarded I could possibly be. All right?
Yo, hood stupid as hell, man.
Can I,
I didn't know you was cooking like this over here, man. But you are. I think I'm subscribed that you are popping up in my algorithm a lot more now. So you'll see me a lot more over here, man.
Rilla, don't go.
But
I got
I
I
gotta
No,
got
say
grab
one
one
that.
thing
feedback
really
off of that. I
quick.
got
One
one
thing
last
really
question.
quick.
I got
Oh,
One thing
hold on,
really
Dave. Is that Imperious? I hear Imperious. Is that
Yeah,
you?
just one thing really quick. Just really quick. There's no such thing as like what you guys envision white supremacy is that white men can bang other women of different races. It's not about like you guys think like white supremacy is like white guys want to rock around like beating black people or Asian guys. No. It's that white men want to be able to hit every kind of pussy in the world. That's what white supremacy is.
Well, when
What
were
do
you
you
not doing that though? Like you guys literally
That's my
build
point.
boats just to get you
That's my
pussy.
point.
Like
That's my point. Like, what I'm trying to explain this. Well, I'm trying to reiterate what Orthodox said. What did John Smith do when he got to America? He literally went to war with white people so he could fuck an Indian.
Pretty much.
We already know about this on the side.
was it really that good though? I feel like that was the hugest disappointment ever.
Just by that.
The dirty folks already.
Nah, them
Dirty
cats
folks
gonna
already.
trick, man. Tricking is tricking.
I got my
Let them
question.
trick.
Dirty folks
Let them
already
trick it
put
off.
into.
Rilla,
Dirty
I
folks
got a
already put
I
into
question.
the
told you,
space that
bro.
there is
They've been
colonization.
cooked and cucked, man. It's
We
over.
already know about
Yeah,
this,
it's
bro.
over.
Rilla, I got a question for
I'm
you.
not going nowhere, fam.
All right, this is what they would ignore. This is one of the questions that they didn't want to answer. So I want to know. I'm trying to see if you can. So I was wondering, why is it so important to debate the black people about the existence of racism when
Why
7
do you sound like
million
Bill fucking
people,
Cosby right now? Why
hold
does he
up,
sound like Bill Cosby?
It's a
when
fair question,
7
actually.
million people nationwide, women, Arabs, Indians, Hispanics, Asians were all out there saying racism and sexism exist. Why are you worried about the little small tiny fraction that is black men and whether we don't agree with something or not when all the rest
Because
of the
white
whole
women listen to you
goddamn
guys
nation
and
is
bitch
out there
to
in the
us.
streets saying the same thing?
Because white women hear you're not. Because
I'm
white
a,
women hear what you're saying, and then we have to hear it from white women.
But
and that's
y'all
cool too,
gave all
Imperious.
this shit
But I'm gonna
out.
say this. I'm gonna say this. I can't answer that directly. I think Imperious gave you that answer. But let me tell anybody black that's listening, hey man, them tears and that sympathy shit, that shit gone out the window, fam. Y'all better pay attention to what's going on at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. That motherfucker is running this shit like he know he got one last bite at the apple and he finna come and get everything he can. What he didn't get in those first 4 years, he definitely. Hey, me and my wife was talking, fam. We only 10 months into this administration. This shit feel like 4 years already.
Hey, Rilla, it's bigger than
So,
Trump.
so,
'Cause
so,
I've been
hey,
tracking. I've been,
Hood.
yeah.
Hood. Let me say this really quick. Don't forget your thought, but let me say this really quick because I really do want uh people of melanated complexion to understand all that begging, whining, pleading, all that goofy shit that niggas keep doing. Hey, that shit over with. Them white folk ain't concerned with your tears. They don't give a fuck. Cause you finna bring your black ass dollar right back to them in one shape, form, fashion, or another anyway.
Hey,
So
Rilla, I've
if
been.
you ain't building shit, then move the fuck around. My bad, G. I don't know if you can cuss over here. My bad.
No, you good. You good. I was just trying to jump in right behind you. I know that I've been covering.
Hey,
You might not know this,
yo,
but
hey,
I've
pause
been
that.
covering.
Pause that.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, no, I was. Yeah, I was looking for a place in the conversation. Goddamn it! Excuse me.
What did he say?
now, now I gotta fucking hit myself with the troll.
That nigga gay. Nigga gay. Nigga gay. Nigga gay. Nigga gay. Nigga gay. Hey, yo, Hood, you the
Oh
realest. Hey, yo,
shit!
Hood, you
Hey,
the
listen,
realest.
I'll troll myself. You know, listen, I was saying earlier, I accept admonishment from the chat. If you can prove me wrong, I'll look into it. But no, what I was trying to explain to
conservative. I
Rilla.
guess there's a gay spirit floating around in this chat. I mean, it's just going around today. I mean, anyway,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
back
it
in a little bit.
happens. No doubt, no doubt. Real quick though, what I was trying to say about the white thing on my channel. Personally, I've been tracking the so-called white wellness movement for years, like ever since the George Floyd riots. And one, they're kind of coming together. They're like coalescing out of a need. It's like a defensive posture. And then two, because it's more of a defensive thing. It's not a hateful against black people thing. It's like I can't believe the black people and almost everybody else hates us so much. And so I think a lot of black folk have just a really fear-based misconception of why things are shifting the way they are.
Just to be
No,
clear,
I can respect that strategy. I don't agree, but I can respect the strategy of
oh, Wall Street up here too.
don't make a problem. Yeah, it was good.
Just got here. What's
Hey,
going
what's
on, Willie?
popping? Hey,
Oh, that's
Wall
Willa?
Street. But dig though. Yeah. Peace. Hey, but look, this is what I'm saying, right? Irrespective of what they're doing, right? Like we have to build. So I mean, y'all know I'm boots on the ground here in Chicago, fam. I'm out here, right? And again, when I say we don't control schools, when I thought about we were talking about my family house, and we were like, because my grandma's like 86, so we were like, okay, this should have been in a trust, years ago. So they don't have to deal with, so my uncles and my mom and them don't have to deal with probate.
Yep.
Like we're looking for a black attorney, and it's like a needle in a haystack trying to find one.
Theodore London, 87th Street, right off of Stony.
Man, hey, wait, don't mention his name right now.
You know what I'm talking about? Or
Yeah, no, it's some, yeah, it's a little bit of confusion with him. We use him for something else, and I gotta do the knowledge on that.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. It's another one out in the south suburbs. He always on WVON 1690 AM.
Fenton, you talking about Ernest Fenton? Yeah, but think about that, right? We're talking about too. So and listen, part of it is for me when I lived in Atlanta. Atlanta Life Insurance was right there. You had Citizens Trust Bank. You had like at least 3 or 4 different black-owned banks right there in Atlanta, right? And attorneys coming out of Morehouse and stuff. Like it's even primary care physician. My kids were all delivered by Dr. God bless him, man. Dr. Fremont. Hey, a slick cat from Louisiana too, like real slick cat, right? Like you would bump into blackness down there, and I was able to get services and goods. I can't find that up here. I can find a black restaurant though, easy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
where is up here?
Easy.
Yeah, I'm at the crib. I'm in Chicago.
Chicago? You're looking for banks or black lawyers? Which one are you looking for?
All of them. All of them, right? Because when you talk group economics, I'm trying to circulate that dollar and make it last longer than 6 hours in my community, right? So in order for me to do that, I need to spend black.
Look for a Black Attorneys Association, right?
Yeah.
Like they all.
No. No. I'm with y'all. Listen, I'm doing the knowledge. I'm telling you that it's far and few in between up here.
Oh no,
up here.
Oh,
in Chicago.
This is just in Chicago. GN Bank. That would be a King Drive.
You're talking about down there on King Drive, on 47th and King Drive. That's
Southside,
a credit union.
Southside Community Credit Union. That's the one that I would recommend is actually Liberty Bank and Trust, and that's because they're popped around in I think 11 states. That's a black owned bank, and I think their total number is 11 different states. They're actually quite large.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate that info.
It's not enough.
Trust me. Yeah, I mean, trust me, I've already researched it for what we need. But the point still remains in terms of group economics is what I'm, essentially saying.
Sure. You get the concept. That's kind of what we've been talking about. The moment
it's not enough. It's not enough, bro.
Yeah,
you got that. Yeah, you got that big bank, but it's not enough.
Yeah.
It's 2 or 3 down the block. It's not enough.
Turn the Stevie off. Hey, shout out to the Dodgers winning too, man. Shout out to them.
Oh God, damn! I gotta get off the panel.
Wait, you was going for the Blue Jays?
I don't want to talk to you, sir. I don't want to talk to you at all.
What? American, and you going for?
Wait, you a Drake fan?
I'll like you, sir. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, J Money. Yeah, dog, Jay.
About this moment, right?
Yeah, dog. I'm just acknowledging the chat. Listen, man. Listen, I'm on South Side. I'm still stuck on Comiskey Park, man. Whatever they name that field, I would never call it that. I still say Sears Tower. I still say the Museum of Science and Industry. I still say Lakeshore Drive. So, I'm stuck with the Sox.
Rilla, you
it's not the
do
Museum of
understand
Science
that.
and Industry no more?
No, it's the Griffin Museum or something like that. And then they had a chance. Man, we had a chance to get George Lucas Museum here.
I
And
remember that shit. Why did
that's
we
a whole, his wife, Melody Hobson, is the co-president of the large.
I hate that Friends of the Park thing. They stopped that. I remember that.
I think he cut out.
Yeah, he'll be back in.
Damn, right?
Oh, dang, my bad.
Wait, Josh, you were rooting for the Blue Jays?
Oh, God, I don't want to have this conversation.
For the money. For the money,
Josh tweaking.
It was for the money. You had some parlays going.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. He lost some money on it. He lost some money on it.
Now,
yeah, that's what it was. Okay, that makes sense now.
Capitalism, Trump.
Rilla, let me throw this at you, right? So, you're basically stating that you want people that look like you to dominate higher in industries. Or
no, I don't think we need to I don't think we need to dominate, right?
Every part of the competition, you want them to do better, right? Like that's the
vanguard.
I just think we need to control our community, and the way that you're gonna do that is financially. That's the first foray.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Oh okay.
Oh hell no! But let me first give you this one, right? So you realize roughly about 2 years ago, it might have been 4. I don't know. It depends on. I don't know when the data was effectively collected and took over, but you do realize that the black population actually surpassed the white population, obviously, in per capita from income index by about 2 points. You guys finally beat us. Really? If we're just talking about
but it don't. That part don't surprise me because who's the number one per capita earner? Is it Asian?
It's the fucking Asians, yeah.
Yeah, the Asians.
Yeah.
So, but the point here is we don't actually have too much of a problem with the industry, right? Right now, currently, the problem is politically, right? You guys got to fucking stop voting on the left-hand side, right? Like we're gonna have to hammer this out, right? Some Democrats got to go. What the fuck is the problem here?
That's the other part I have a problem with, right? When y'all say voting left or right, that's too much gangbanging for me, right? Like who's in my best interest? And then again, y'all got to remember up here, like when I look at the legacy of Harold Washington and how black people put that man in office, literally. Harold Washington said, hey, I'm good in my senator seat. I think he was congressman, my bad, not senator, but I think he was congressman at that time. And he was like, hey, if y'all want me to run, here are my list of demands. Yep. Here are my list of demands. And guess what? They met his list of demands times 2. I forget the amount of signatures that he needed, and I forget the amount of money that he requested. But people galvanized and put that man in office. So my point to black people are always, why do we wait for them to tell us who these 2 people we need to vote for instead of grooming and identifying and raising the candidate from amongst us that we want to represent our best interests? I don't do that gang banging, that left and right stuff, man.
Really?
I don't care if they were Republican or Democrat. But go ahead.
With the Harold Washington, where did he lean? Harold Washington, where did he lean on?
He was Democrat.
All right. So the only reason he got away with it is to blow blue no matter who philosophy.
No. You talking about 80, 83, 84. Go ahead.
Yeah. Rilla, you just said a financial equation. You're looking for somebody that's going to work in your best interest. The interest you're talking about is the interest off the city bonds. And if you want to control the mayor's
okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Municipal bonds.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on.
And then I had an idea for Josh. This is a great idea. It just came up. So
you're not gonna like me politically. I'm worse.
No, this is not political at all. This is like a trick. So you know how they always comparing and saying, "Oh, we only making this much compared to the white man." Would you be okay with all the nationalists across the board and as many as y'all can get for 2 years to like make as half as what you can make, so that everybody who said we don't make as much as you, that means that they either got to drop down in what they making or stop complaining.
I'm obviously not okay with it, but that is actually the reality of where we are currently. So like per capita, I mean, obviously I have to use per capita because we're basically talking about multiple races, right? Whites ain't on the top. Right. We ain't the top 3. You fuckers come along and knocked us out of our slot, right?
You gotta show the stats the way he's coming up.
I am at go look at
top 3. It's only
labor department stats, right?
Bureau of Labor
Asians are number 1.
Yeah,
number 1 is the Asian guy.
Right,
number
right.
2 is whites.
No. Per capita, you guys beat us by 2 index points, roughly about 4 years ago, and it's kind of like still there.
I think he is right. It was so close. It was like $2,000.
You know what's so funny about that? I promise you that was peak DEI years.
It could have been, right? But that's not fair.
There's no way you can separate those two things. Like the peak DEI years is what it took to put us over the hump.
It wouldn't matter. I mean, it honestly wouldn't matter because, right? Like the idea of like let's just say like the stereotypical black guy that hangs around the hood just deals drugs, right? We have these same stereotypes. We call them poor white trash. They live in little fucking trailer parks, right? They're drawing their little WIC programs or some shit. Like we have the same bullshit. Ours are dragging us down. We can't seem to figure out how to get rid of them. So like this idea is like the same problems that you guys have is the same problems we have. It's just in a different aisle. Right. But at the end of the day, right, you guys kind of beat us. Kind of a little pissed off about that. Am I okay with it? No. Can I do anything about it? No. Because for some odd reason, we can't seem to promote our youth to do anything other than, I don't know, be doom and gloomers now.
We have to invest in them. That's what I've always been saying. Like, there is no politics for the youth across the board.
We can't. We honestly tried. Christian nationalism is laying claim to it. Like they're working on something. But for us to see anything from that, it's going to take 10, 15 years down the road. We're playing guesswork till then.
Honestly, that's probably the only thing that I can coalesce around of just saying, you know, that's like one of the easiest negotiation starters is because I just see it across the board, regardless of race, you know.
Dave, let me move this along a little bit because Wall Street Willie's a little bit new to the conversation. And obviously, Willie, we've been having a discussion with some white nationalist gentlemen up here. And my intent behind this whole thing, once it kind of just happened organically, but once it got going, I was trying to keep it in this vein of I want to sort of put this issue of white nationalism under the spotlight because I think Black people have an irrational fear of something that on the whole is probably better for you than the current trajectory. And I was just curious about your overall take on that.
Who, me?
Willie, Wall Street Willie.
Willie, okay.
Willie, mic check, you still there?
Hell yeah, he there.
Fucking love his avatar too. It's just fucking funny.
Yeah, I think Willie stepped away for a hot minute. But no, that was kind of the question. I'll wait till he gets back. But I'm curious about that whole thing. And actually, Chicago, really, you want to take a stab at that? Like, do you really think white nationalism is a danger to Black America on the whole?
Oh,
where's everybody going? Everybody's busy at the moment.
I don't know, man.
No, I was having a whole conversation with the sister, man. I was returning my car.
I thought you was pointing out individual panels.
You're gonna let this man be up on panels shooting game at girls, right, and ignoring us?
No.
Fuck this motherfucker, right?
I'm a married man. I'm a square. I'm an L7.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm a beta simp, whole stud, all that, man. Yeah, all that, all what you saying, all that. I was not shooting game. I was congratulating the sister on this business. I took wifey to Nashville over the weekend, so we were just talking about that real quick.
Okay, yeah, I don't believe you, but okay.
Are you a Tennessee resident?
Jay Money, you gotta chill. No. I'm in Chicago, but we went down there for Uncle Nearest to the Uncle Nearest distillery. So we went to take a tour down there. Uncle Nearest is the former slave that taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey. So we went down there to tour the distillery. And then I totally forgot how Broadway is, and I definitely did not consider the fact that it was Halloween. And you know, Broadway is like their Bourbon Street, so it was honky tonk, whiskey, and barbecue. Oh, and hot chicken, hot chicken.
Right. Got you. You ain't gonna go down to Lynchburg?
Nah, I didn't make it that way, but I think the next time we go, I probably will, because I think that story with Jack Daniel is interesting too. And you know, his footprint in Nashville is crazy. So yeah, I think it's worth exploring that story too.
I got you.
Yeah, you know, like when I travel, I don't do the whole like sit on the beach and, you know, sand in my toes. I like to do like a living history tour. Like I like to be among the people. I want to feel the culture and see what's going on in these cities. I don't, you know, I don't like doing all the touristy stuff. So, but anyway, what y'all fussing about now? About this white supremacy and all this other stuff y'all talking about earlier?
Hood.
No, I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna have to get off in a second, but my big takeaway is two things. I learned today from my buddy in the center that if you're a productive black person, you're a white nationalist, and then the other thing that I learned is that
that's the other guy. That's the other guy.
One is hard to describe.
Yeah, that's the other guy. That's the guy
he said all y'all look alike, Josh.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I don't disagree, right?
Look, the crazy thing is that I've seen Josh on this panel. I probably talked to him before, but before it wasn't a screen up here, and I just been calling him the Fez this whole time. And then when Hood finally switched to the screen, I'm like, oh shit, I know who this is. Like, damn, I've been calling him the Fez all this time.
Hey, boy, Josh had them jokers upset the last couple of weeks. Had those jokers. Shout out to Josh.
So here's the, and I thought it was a good question that Hood said was asking. Hood was actually asking you a question, Rilla. Do you believe that like white supremacy is a thing to be concerned of?
Oh yeah.
In 2025,
no. He said is white nationalism is white nationalism a harm to the black community? Something to that effect.
Or a threat. I'll take either way.
Yeah, threat, harm, whatever, to the black community inherently.
I'm gonna say yes, but I'm if I can add, so I'm answering the question outright.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna add
explanation part from you.
Modifiers.
Right. Yeah. So anytime, so here's the first thing. I'm not mad at white people. They the dominant society. So of course they gonna look after their best interests. And I think a lot of times if you're not participating or if it doesn't align with your interests and you're going counter culture, you know, then it is what it is. I think some of these policies that are enacted, especially ones that hurt the least of those amongst us, right? Like this current back and forth that we see with social safety nets. Black people are always going to be disproportionately affected by those. By and large, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna land. I don't have. I don't begrudge or find fault with white people for advocating for their best interests. It's all self-preservation and survival of the fittest. But go ahead.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. Do you ever differentiate between, say, like white nationalism and Christian nationalism?
Oh, that's a great question. So right now, it's hard to tell the difference. Hey, look, Josh. Right now, it's hard to tell the difference. But if you had asked me that like 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I say, oh, yeah, there's absolutely a difference. Like, can I tell the difference between evangelical? And I know you said that I've heard you say that Christian nationalists is not so much about the religion and proclaiming the name of Jesus, because I think you're either agnostic or atheist, if I remember, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So I understand that aspect. I understood it how you was breaking that down. It made perfect sense. But in 2025, I can't tell the difference, homie. I
Okay.
can't tell the difference between a white nationalist and a Christian nationalist.
So let me try it for you, right? Because it's technically Hood's got actually a really good question, right? The first one is as to white nationalists being like a threat to you guys. I would actually say no, not really, but Christian nationalism would, and it was based off of your same answer that you gave. That when you start basically politically going in a direction that serves your own best interest, right? That's where it kind of collides, right? So according to whatever barely what stats I can pull up that are I still say are a little bit questionable. When you say like left leaning, like you don't like the left and the right, is it these are pretty much the only two choices you got. You got the Bloods or the Crips. You're gonna have to pick one, right? But the problem that I've noticed within the let's say the black community is it appears that the interest within the black community actually seems to align more on the left side because of like, and I'm going to call it like urban living, like city living, like the big cities, right? They all kind of live a different lifestyle than the vast majority of like what pretty much most Americans do live, right? So life in Chicago fucking sure as hell a lot different than say I'm in upstate New York. I can't imagine living in Chicago, but I noticed that there's a big difference in the lifestyles.
Oh, it's
right?
beautiful. Come visit.
Well,
but go ahead.
I've been to Chicago a couple times. Don't want to go back, right? But food was good. But the point is it looks like there's a political shift in there that actually might harm you guys.
When you say that no, well, I don't know.
Well, okay,
the political shift that's happening. So I'll tell you this, and I'm specifically saying for black people, right?
Right.
We have a black mayor, black lieutenant governor, black AG. Well,
right.
she's gone. 19 black aldermen. So I just want to add context to the political shift because I need to fall back and entertain what you're saying because this would have been, and we got a friendly governor in Pritzker, right? And so if black people were going to get anything, this would have been a window to do it.
Why didn't you mention the black mayor?
Because he's black.
Why didn't you mention him? Just
I did. I said we got a black mayor, a black lieutenant governor, 19 black aldermen, and hey, who's our AG? It's not Alexis. It's not him. I think that's Secretary of State. I can't remember our AG, but yeah, I'm just saying from a political.
It's Kwame.
Okay, Kwame Raoul. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we do have a black AG. So if this is the most power and representation that we've had in a very long time. So if we were going to have anyone meet our demands as a collective, this would have been the time. But it's still so much infighting and power grab and what do they call it? Crab in the barrel mentality. But go ahead, my bad, Phil.
I hear you, bro. But y'all also got that $1.3 billion deficit going on too.
Okay.
So I'm saying you can't. You guys are operating at a deficit right now, so it's like being over budget but still trying to like get credit. You know what I'm saying? With your credit limit.
Well, wait. What is the budget? So the needs of the black people in this particular city and a $1.3 billion deficit, right? That impacts everybody. So is the argument that no one can go and plead their case or get anything from the government that they elected, or are you asking how they're addressing the budget deficit?
Well, what I'm saying is, from my understanding, it'll be what you can.
Thanks for having me, Hood.
What you can grab, what y'all can grab is yes. I'll let you.